everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Three Dads and a Console. We know not every dad can stay up to date on the latest and greatest in video game news that you need to know about, so we are here to do it for you. And remember that this show is kid-friendly, so no earmuffs are needed. I'm one of your hosts, the rolling down Southie getting Dunkin' Donuts court.
What?
Wait a second. Time out. Did you not even introduce yourself? Did you say I'm your host and then go right to court?
You know who I am.
Jesus.
I'm Llama, please.
Okay.
All
right. Rolling down.
Segway court.
Rolling down the seaport with a nice coffee court.
I actually, when I come to Boston for PAX, I think I'm gonna have an iced coffee just because like Pez and Connor Ryan never stop talking how good the Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee is. I will try it in Boston for the very first time. I still have never had an iced coffee, but it is a thing in Boston Bruins Twitter.
Yep.
The iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts is a staple. Like you have the pasta commercial, you have Pez who loves them, and then you have Connor Ryan that it's this thing, right?
We are also joined by the man who is 98% caffeine, Pez.
True. Iced coffee black. It's the best way to drink it. The way Ray Bork intended.
What's the other 2%?
Ray Bork intended.
Just water.
Fair.
I literally only drink coffee and water. That's like my whole liquid diet. And maybe like a alcoholic or non-alcoholic seltzer every now and then.
Respect. Fair.
So when we go to PAX, are we having alcoholic?
In the evenings, yes.
BYO juice boxes.
Yep. BYO JBs.
Bring your own That's right.
Boxes. Wobbly pops. Wobbly pops.
Bring your own wobbly pops.
Oh, and we are also joined. This is a very special episode by Jacob McCourt, game show host extraordinaire.
Hello, thank you for having me. It was so hard not to break the cardinal rule of podcasting, which is like don't talk until you're introduced, but I just had to say wobbly pops. I'm so sorry.
You don't speak when spoken to.
Okay.
There's no rules on this show except the swearing. That's like the only rule.
Yeah, it's like the only rule we have.
You can get out of line. You could make fun of us because we're hockey guys. So like the making fun of each other thing, that is a thing. It's just it's almost like the culture of hockey, which is there's some bad things in hockey, and we've heard about them a lot lately, but the loving each other and making fun of each other, it's okay.
Yeah, you don't even have to be on time here,
brothers. Oh, yeah, we started late. That's my fault.
No. Like I used to show up before we changed the time, like late. I'd roll and be like, "Hey, what are we talking about today?" They're like, "Did you read the tag? Whatever."
Can I get a second timeout?
Don't worry.
Hey, ref, second timeout. Waba still doesn't know what we talk about. And we start at 8:00.
I know what we're talking about today.
I burned 2 of my timeouts in the first quarter. Can you believe it?
Hey, dude. How about we just don't kick a field goal though?
Oh God,
it's going
Buffalo. Right. So Jacob is joining us. So I know this is the first time meeting him, but I've actually been to a lot of his panels because when I used to go to PAX by myself, because I'm a lonely boy, I would see what panels look cool, and obviously video game trivia. I thought really was a great introduction.
He has a theme song, and Pence is singing it.
I was singing it off mic.
Black Keys, honestly,
Black Keys, the Lonely Boy.
It's a great song. That's your new theme song. That's your theme song.
So, Jacob, could you tell folks a little bit about what you do content-wise and a little bit about your game show history?
Yeah, I do a lot. Too much content, arguably. Ask my partner; she'll do too much. But no, we do a bunch of content. Left Behind Game Club, a video game book club podcast. I do a show about video game movies and TV called Cutscenes. But the reason Crossplay Conversations was the show that's more topical about video games. But I'm here to do the video game trivia, which is a thing I do at PAX's. For some reason, they've let me do it 3 times. Hopefully, a 4th at PAX East. Fingers crossed. But it's just like irreverent video game trivia that like. You could prepare for some trivia shows, but this is not a trivia show that you could prepare for. Prices of old games, Metacritic scores, Todd Howard's jacket. We're all over the place. So I'm excited to do it in small form with y'all tonight.
Todd Howard's jacket. Wow, that's great. That's a thing.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what color his jacket was in the Starfield reveal?
Black.
Gray.
Nope.
It wasn't like an olive green, wasn't it?
It was tan.
Ooh, tan jacket. Todd Howard, in that color profile with the tan jacket, fire his fashion person.
I have one for you, Jacob.
Yes.
Phil Spencer.
Yes.
9 times out of 10 will wear track pants with a leather jacket, and he does it a lot.
Mhm.
Also, for the audio listeners right there, Jacob is actually filming Saw behind him. So, um,
Yeah, my basement is definitely not rated G, so I'm so sorry for that.
That is
well,
some
actually, it
clean
is.
pipe work. There's
Yeah,
some
I was gonna
plumber
say,
in
as a
chat.
dad, that's pretty good, dude. And you have a well, you have an osmosis system, actually,
I
a
do.
water filter hooked up. That's
Look
some
at
good stuff, buddy.
Uh-huh. This is premium house stuff, because I'm a new
That's right.
homeowner, moving from a condo to a home. So now I got to know what all this stuff does.
Do you know what it does?
No, please teach me.
So that looks like a reverse osmosis system behind you. Yeah, right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, those look like a few joists, and that's definitely a pipe coupling. Yeah.
But they're hot to touch. Like
Oh,
when I
that's
touch
Yeah,
true.
don't
them, they're
touch the
hot.
pipes.
Oh, really?
Don't touch
Yeah,
the
so
Hot
like,
touch, eh? So that's your hot water line.
ow!
Yeah.
No, this one's actually not. It's not.
Is your
God.
gas?
I don't
This
know,
clip.
but
This.
there are hot ones. This is premium content, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
this
clip
is
is
good.
gonna
I
be
like
fire.
it.
If you burnt your hand, we're gonna
Well,
be so big on
You
TikTok.
gotta remember, it's parents that listen to this. So like,
Mhm.
there's some dad out there that's listening to this. Like, I've got to see this. I've got to figure out what this
Yeah.
is. And he'll hop in the
Yeah.
comments later and tell you exactly what's behind you.
Yep.
Well,
right.
then one important question, and indulge me on this one: is cast in a house bad?
Cast?
Yeah, cast. I had an inspector come through, and he looked at like I have a pipe going to the outside, and it's made of
Oh, cast iron pipes.
Yeah,
Oh.
and he went, "Ooh, cast."
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like, what
well,
does that mean?
It's gonna get. You should probably figure out how to insulate it because if it gets really, really cold, it's gonna freeze.
Yes.
God, this is why I come to the show. Three dads.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't-
So a
Yeah,
lot of the
I
times
don't know,
the
that's-
piping going into the house now is usually PVC.
Yeah,
How they'll
PVC
get
pipe.
everything into the yeah. So like I have a brand new home, and my father-in-law, he does all the electrical in the house, and he also does he's a mechanical contractor, aka a plumber. But it's a fancy way of saying plumber. And everything is PVC piece. Even your electrical now, they'll put it through
Mhm.
PVC piping with the plumbing
Ooh.
so that it doesn't have issues getting into the house.
Okay, this is good to know. I had a 5-year-old condo that had like everything new, and
Yes.
I'm now in a 100-year-old home, and
Oh.
things
Heck yeah.
sometimes break.
It
Yep,
could be
they sure
worse. People in downtown Toronto, like a friend of mine, he had clay piping
They have
and he
leak
was
fans.
renovating his basement, and it's just poop everywhere.
You just
No.
had a Roman aqueduct taking his.
Well, because so Toronto, downtown Toronto is actually one of the biggest cities built on stilts, because it's actually
Oh.
built on the water,
Hmm.
and all the piping in it for all those homes, all the like the rich people houses, all the old homes, they're all clay piping in those houses.
if
Clay.
they can,
Interesting.
if they can balance the city, why can't the Leafs balance their checkbook?
You know
They
what?
can't even.
I like
Oh, I
it.
threw that.
Sorry, before we get into the trivia, did you guys not? So on Steve Dangle's podcast, they blew his mind. Do you know that the Toronto Maple Leafs haven't won in the second round of the playoffs ever? They haven't made it past the second round of the playoffs. They've won the Stanley Cup. The year they won the Stanley Cup, there was only 2 rounds. They have never made it past the second round in the playoffs in the history of the franchise.
Poverty
Bunch of bums.
franchise. That's why.
Wow.
They
Bunch of bums.
they are the 2024 Detroit Pistons of the NHL. Bunch of bums.
Yeah,
Well, they haven't been around that long.
Guys, you know what I was going to compare them to.
I know.
Okay. We'll let that go. It's too soon.
Too soon.
You a
Uh-oh.
Green Bay fan or something?
No, I'm
He's
a
a
Bills
Buffalo
fan.
Bills fan.
Oh, I'm
Buffalo.
so sorry.
That's okay. I'm used to heartbreak. I was also a Red Sox and I'm also a Red Sox and Bruins fan. I've been
Yep.
through it.
But the Bruins, they're good.
I mean,
Boston.
They-
Anybody from Boston that cheers for a Boston team cannot complain.
first off, we can. Secondly, I was there before the Bruins were good, so I've watched them lose many times.
Same. My dad played for them.
Yeah, so we can still complain.
No, you can't. We've had a lot of success.
I'm gonna complain. They blew 2
Okay.
finals. I'm gonna complain. They
I
choked
was
it.
that game.
Yeah.
It cost me $5,000. I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
Oh man, that was expensive. It cost me $2,500 a ticket to go to Game 5.
Yeah, that was
Stanley Cup Finals.
crazy.
It was amazing. I got on TV. Like before the game, I was walking down the street and they interviewed me. That was weird. But then, the trip. All right, let's stop talking.
get into
We
it.
can
Yeah,
talk hockey too
we're
much.
talking about winners, but one of us is going to be a winner today. So we're
Ooh.
going to hand the reins over to Jacob, and we're going to see what happens.
Okay,
Let
hold
me
on a second.
share.
Can we give Waba his dues on that one?
Yeah, he fumbled the bag on the open, and now he is cruising.
Yeah,
He
that was
took it-
pretty good.
I'm in.
He took his 2 timeouts. He recollected his offense, and now he's cooking.
You're
I'm
doing great
dialed
work.
in. Thank you.
All right, let me
And you-
figure out on the fly how this is going to look.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe in miracles.
Thank you. Let's
Where
see.
are you from?
I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the heart. I don't know British.
All right,
That
well,
is
hey,
not even the right
Did
song.
you say I'm not?
It's a
I don't
song by
know
The Darkness.
British.
USC thing. Can I say
Well,
that word?
You can say sexy. Yeah. Oh yeah. You
Okay,
can say
okay.
sexy.
I'm just
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what
it's an
can I
adjective.
say?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I can explain the rules of the game for the audio listeners while we are getting set up here. So
we
video game
are
trivia tonight.
set up.
Oh, wow. Didn't even need to do it. Look at that. All right, here's the slide that explains the rules of the game. 3 rounds tonight, plus a bonus round. You'll say your name to buzz in unless you're told otherwise. Let's practice that, starting with Court.
Court.
Yes. Pez, go ahead.
Pez.
And Waba.
Court.
Everybody does that every time, and it still makes me laugh.
That's the best.
Point values increase as the game goes. You'll need a pen and paper later. But just remember, have fun. Is there a bet on the line tonight for the winner? Does
Only
the
if I
winner get
win.
something?
Well, I guess we could since we're all going to PAX, right?
Yeah.
So the winner buys
Ooh.
the first round on the Friday night, on Thursday night.
winner?
The winner.
No, the loser.
Both losers have to buy a round.
Okay, fair.
So winner gets 2 free rounds.
But if I lose, mine will be in the box. I'll buy you a round in the box.
All right.
Wow.
I guess it makes
Fancy.
sense.
Is
They're
it
free
for you
drinks,
there?
so
Yeah.
like whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
I got you free tickets. Calm down.
We're going to start tonight with a category called the hit list. In the hit list, it's a category where I'm going to give you one question with multiple possible answers. Please wait until I've fully asked the question. Then you may buzz in. The first person to buzz in gets to guess first. Players will go back and forth until they get 3 incorrect answers. So if you get 3 strikes, you're out for the round. You get 1 point per correct answer. And this question has 37 possible answers.
Bergeron, he doesn't even know what he just did.
Yep.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Here's the question. Let me read it first, and then whoever buzzes in first gets the first answer. My understanding is that y'all are fans of the NHL, but how good is your memory about cover athletes for games released for the year 2000 and later? Name the cover athletes for EA Sports NHL. And I'm a kind host, so I'm going to allow cover athletes from NHL 2K, NHL Hits, and the single NHL Rivals game from 2000 onward.
Pez.
Okay, Pez, you are first. I'm going to go to my blank sheet here. What is your answer?
Mark Savard.
Mark Savard is not a correct answer.
What?
Waba.
So, Waba, you're next.
That is going to be Patrice Bergeron, NHL 15.
Patrice Bergeron, NHL 15 is a correct answer.
Dang.
Court.
So, Court, you're going to be next, and then we'll start with Pez.
Oh, then
Waba,
we're going around.
So
Okay.
there is a cover that has 2 athletes on it.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So
there is.
Zegras and Sarah Nurse. It's a double cover athlete.
Mhm.
Is that 2 points?
I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to give you 2 points, Court.
Ooh.
So that's Nurse and Zegras. And then only one of them. What's the deal with them? One of them's a sibling, and one of them is a. is an
Darnell
cousin.
Nurse is Sarah Nurse's brother.
Got it.
Or I thought it was
Yeah,
so you
no,
got
it's
2 points there, Court.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
cheap.
Pez, you're next.
Jerome McGinley.
Jerome McGinley is a correct answer for NHL 03.
That's right. NHL
That is a
Hits.
great game, and it's actually the better version is on the GameCube.
Correct.
So Waba, you're up next.
Isn't he? Well, never mind. I was going to say, isn't Jerome McGinley also NHL Hits?
He is
2000. Oh,
What is your guess, Waba?
my guess. Well, my no is NHL 17 is Vladimir Tarasenko.
That is absolutely the correct answer. Over to Court.
Owen Nolan, NHL 2001.
Wow, you guys are on it. Owen Nolan is a correct answer. Over to you, Pez.
That would be one Danny Heatley.
Another
you know what
great NHL. And also,
I believe. Hold on. The year I believe was NHL 04.
That's absolutely the correct answer. Wow, guys, you're on it. I love it.
Oh, so Jacob, you don't realize I literally own every single copy of the game. I just bought 95 and 96 complete in box off eBay, and they're going to be coming to my house. So I'll have all of
And
them
then
now.
you have 90. Which one's in the background on your shelf?
That'd be 95 and 94,
Okay.
my two favorite. And then
And those
93
have
is
two
NHLPA.
athletes on it. I
Sorry?
think those have two athletes on it.
So 90, yeah. So Thomas Sandstrom, actually 94 has Andy Moog, Thomas Sandstrom, and Ray Bork. And then 95 has Kirk McLean, Jurke Lume, and Nick Kiprios. So 3 on each.
Damn. I came with the right category for you guys.
Yup.
Mhm.
Waba, you're up next.
Oh, easy. NHL 24 is Cale Makar.
Cale Makar is a correct answer. Court.
Mario Lemieux, NHL 2002, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely right. Another correct answer. Pez.
PK Subban, NHL 18.
19, but you get the
19.
points anyway for the cover athlete.
Oh,
Waba.
we don't need to know the name or
You
the
don't.
year?
No,
Oh,
You don't.
we're that good.
Oh,
We're
I
just
was just
riffing.
You're just that good.
We're
I
just
thought we were
riffing.
gonna do the year. Oh, okay.
No. Waba.
Oh, Austin Matthews was on 2 of them, so that's 2 points. Let's go.
Yeah, it is. Austin Matthews was on NHL 2000
22.
and NHL 22. So that's Matthews. And I'm going to give you 2 points because Matthews is on 2.
Oh, hold on. I get to go next, Pez.
Yeah,
No, I know.
I'm
I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Patrick Kane. He was also on 2 covers.
Patrick Kane was only on 1 cover.
He's
There's
removed from
actually a
point.
dual cover of both him and Kane and Taves on a. Oh,
officially
I just screwed up.
removed on for 16.
Yes, I forgot. So he was on 2 covers. He was removed.
Yep.
You'll get 1 point for that one.
Oh, that's not cool. He was on 2 covers, and then he got accused of rape. It's not my fault.
Pez.
I am gonna go the 2K series and give you my favorite 2K game, Martin St. Louis for
Dude, I was
2K
2K6.
2K6.
Yep.
I was
that's
looking at that
absolutely it.
box and I was like, "That's St. Louis on the cover. That's a good one. That's a good one, Pez. That's a
My
good game."
favorite.
Oh.
One of my favorites.
Waba.
I'm gonna try a different one. Isn't Joe Thornton 2K17? No, 2K 2007.
Yeah, Joe Thornton is 2K7.
Yes.
Yep. What
You
a
guys
pull!
are
Waba
incredible.
plays.
It's because
Dude,
I buy used
Beat Paul.
video games to resell, and I have a bunch of old hockey games, so I saw him.
Court, you're up.
ESPN, NHL ESPN. Oh, that is a 2K.
That's 2K,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't be looking at game
I'm gonna go-
boxes back there.
No, but I can just see I can't see the covers. I'm gonna go Dion Phaneuf though, because that was a classic one.
Dion Phaneuf is a correct answer.
What was that? 05, I think.
I think so. It was Xbox 360 was the
Dion
best
Phaneuf
version.
was 09.
09. Ooh, wow. Okay.
Now over to Pez.
Okay. Oh man, is this a 2000s? I think this is a 2000s. Joe Sakic, I think was like NHL 01 or 2000. I can't remember, but I'm gonna go with
No,
Joe
so-
Sakic.
Joe Sakic is not on a 2000s era cover.
Correct. I was gonna say, and
Damn.
it's Peter Forsberg. It's NHL 98.
Damn. That's
So
my
that's
second
strike
strike.
2 for you, Pez.
Okay.
Get robbed.
One more and you're out.
All right.
Waba.
NHL 16 was Connor McDavid.
18 was Connor McDavid.
Ah.
That's 1
Yeah,
point.
you don't have to give the names.
I know, but I'm trying to flex.
I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taves.
Jonathan Taves was on 2 covers. So
Correct.
That's 2 points for you.
It's a good one.
Well, I'd already given it away with Kane, and then I realized
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second, I didn't say it. I'm like, okay.
Nobody picked it up either. So
Yeah.
well done, Pez. Get this wrong, you are out of the round.
Alex Ovechkin.
Yep.
Yes.
Here's the fun one. Alex Ovechkin is on 3 covers in
Ooh,
2000s.
Let's go.
NHL 20, NHL 2K10, NHL 21, and NHL 07. So you're gonna get 3 points on that one.
Well done,
Wow.
Pez.
Nice
He
job.
needed that.
Okay.
He
All
needed
right.
that.
Yeah, I took a huge guess. I knew one of them, didn't know the other 2. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, I have a
Waba.
pull. I think I have a pull.
I'm in trouble because now I started
Dude, I
playing
pulled
NHL
Mario
and
Lemieux.
NHL 15.
I pulled Mario Lemieux. That was pretty good.
Name good
Waba, it's not
hockey
our
player.
fault.
Name what?
Name good hockey player.
Exactly.
No,
I'm gonna say
that's not how this works because Matthews has been on the
is
cover
Olaf
twice.
Koltzig on a cover?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
No, he is not. So that'll be your first strike. Court, over to you.
Oh,
Martin Brodeur.
Martin Brodeur is absolutely a correct answer.
I know one.
Pez,
Okay.
Tons of answers left.
Yep. I is it might be 2K5. Marty Turco.
Marty Turco
Is-
is one of the 2 athletes on 2K6.
2K6.
Correct.
So Turco. So that's over to Court now.
Fine.
Oh, sorry, that
Now-
was
Don't
you,
worry
Pez.
about
Yeah, you
me.
put that in
Sorry.
Waba's. You put that
Yeah.
in Waba's.
I'll
Thing.
take it because
So now-
I have a question
Waba.
for you. One of them is not an athlete because there's a special edition cover of one of the NHL games. It doesn't have an athlete on it. Does that still count?
I don't have that one.
Okay.
okay.
So I will say it before. It's not going to be my answer, but the Stanley Cup was a
20?
actual yes. There's a Stanley Cup edition of 2015, I believe.
Okay.
That is the actual cover of the game.
Whose
So
turn
it's
is it? Quarter
Waba.
me.
It
Oh,
is. It's still
um,
mine.
is
No, it's mine. Waba, I didn't.
No,
that
it
wasn't-
was Waba. I was mistaken.
Oh,
So
sorry, my
Pez went
apologies.
Waba now.
is Voracek on 13?
No. You
Was
keep
that your final
saying things
answer?
out
Yes.
loud.
That is not a correct answer. So Waba, that's strike 2 for you.
I started playing in
Court.
2015.
That dude, I don't care.
Look at Court looking back there. I don't like it.
I'm
Look
all I
at
can
it,
see
yeah.
is the
I
numbers.
don't
All
like
I
it.
can see is the numbers.
I don't like it.
There's actually 2 athletes that'll get you 2 points left.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because of hits.
Yeah. One of them is because of hits. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
Rick Nash.
Rick Nash is not a double pointer, but Rick Nash gets you 1 point.
He's on 2K.
Rick Nash is on 2K9. Pez, over to you.
Still not a strike though.
Hmm. I do not know. Honestly, I don't know, so I'm just gonna pull it. Yarmir Yager.
gotta be.
Yarmir Yager is not on a 2000s era.
That's
cover.
wild. Well,
Isn't
Dang.
that wild?
Dude,
That is wild.
Crosby's never been on a cover.
well, Crosby doesn't want to be, right?
Is there a curse with NHL covers as well?
No, there
No.
was, but it's gone.
Okay.
It's only
so,
we can just say it's a curse when Matthews is on it, because
Because of the
Mm.
Leafs.
Pez,
Womp.
you're out.
Womp.
Waba, 2 strikes. You get it wrong, you're also out.
Oh no. Mike Madonna.
you were out.
Mike Madonna is not a correct answer, so Waba, you are out. Court, free board for you.
Jeremy Roenick.
Oh, good one.
Jeremy Roenick gets you 2 points because he was on 2K3 and 2K4.
I knew once you said there was one guy left with the double, I was like, wait, Roenick was on there twice.
There's one more still.
Is it Curtis Joseph?
Is that your answer?
Yes.
That's your first strike.
Oh, okay. I've got one cover left, eh?
For double points, you have tons of other covers left though.
Oh, okay. Well, I've already won. It doesn't really.
But you're gonna keep getting points.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. 1
all
point
right.
per correct
Dang.
answer, so keep going.
Why am I blanking out on all of this? Oh, Eric Stahl.
Eric Stahl is a correct answer.
12, right?
Yeah, I was literally watching Carolina and I'm just like, wait a second. Eric
oh,
Stahl
wait.
was on a cover.
Oh.
What else you got, Court?
Owen Nolan was the Shark. I already got that. I'm just like going through teams right now in my brain. Sorry, I know that's terrible, but that's the best I got right now. No saver. We already got the Oiler. Chris Pronger.
Chris Pronger was on 2 covers. He was on NHL Hits 2003
Oh.
as well as NHL 2000. So that's 2 big points for you.
Wow. That was pretty cool. Oh, I got most of the doubles
got
there.
A lot of the
Except-
doubles, yeah.
You still got quite a few.
Yeah, but how many NHL covers do I have left?
Like NHL 2000 covers.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it by players.
Yeah, no.
You've got a handful left.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
This is terrible that I can't get this.
I mean, you got a
I
lot.
got all the old ones though. The only reason I'm winning at this right now is because I literally just bought these all again, so I've had them all in front of me. Let's be totally honest here. The Mario Lemieux one is one of my favorites, but We already have. Yeah, I already have now. Oh man, this is so hard. Teams, throw out teams.
There's a Thrashers one.
Oh, Kovalchuk, Ilya Kovalchuk.
Kovalchuk is not a correct answer, so that's strike 2 for you.
Wow.
One more, and you are out.
I already said the
only got a couple
Thrasher.
left.
I already said the Thrasher there, Waba. Pay attention.
I thought it was.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
The Danny Heatley cover. Well done. Yeah. No, that's definitely it.
You have 11 athletes left.
Ooh.
I know, but I don't feel like I know them in my brain right now. I'm going through teams and I'm just like, I'm blanking. Oh, Tampa, Steven Stamkos.
Steven Stamkos is a correct answer.
Uh,
And if you're following along with the audio version, in the video version, we have the full list of names out there.
Mm-hmm.
look at that. YouTube.com/3dads.
Dude, I feel pretty good about even my list, even if I get knocked out. Like that, I did pretty good. I could have done better, but
I mean, you have 16 points at the moment. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, you're slaying right now.
All right.
there's
I'm gonna
got to
give you
be a
countdown.
Dallas Star. No, there isn't. There's no Dallas Star.
On this list,
No, there isn't.
there is not a Dallas Star
No,
left.
there's not. And I already said that, and there was already a strike. And
All right. I need a guess from you in 5.
it doesn't make a difference.
3.
Wayne Gretzky. I know it's the wrong answer. Just
Wayne Gretzky is not a correct answer. Let me read out some of the ones.
So I figured out
Reset?
13.
missed.
I
All
was
right,
all close.
What else?
No, I was close with 13. I
You
looked
guys
it
have
up
guess-
after.
Do you guys have
Parise?
guesses for ones?
No, it was
Parise, no.
13 was Giroux, but he's on the Flyers, but I didn't recognize his face.
Claude
correct.
Giroux. Yes.
But I thought I didn't recognize him in my
Uh,
mind.
Here's your full list of answers, guys. I'll zoom this in so the viewer can see it a little bit better.
Spezza got one?
Shanahan, Drury, Roenick, St. Louis, Turco, Matt Sundin. They shared the 2K6 cover. Joe Thornton, Spezza, Nash, Ovechkin, Kessler. Those are your 2K athletes, 2000s EA Sports athletes. Pronger, Nolan, Lemieux, Iginla, Heatley, Naslin, LeCavalier. I said that like an English person. LeCavalier. Ovechkin, Stahl, Phaneuf, Kane, Taze, Stamkos, Giroux.
The Cavier. I was
No.
like Tampa. I had.
So Court said Wayne Gretzky, right? Wayne
Yes.
Gretzky
Yes.
had a Wii game called NHL Slapshot.
It wasn't on the list,
Oh,
Waba.
on the list,
Jesus.
dude. It's just like the Stanley Cup was not on there, and also there was also a Wayne Gretzky edition of NHL. It was a
Yeah.
special edition, but again, and
Bernard
technically, if you
Taze.
want to go this year, Bobby Orr is the new cover of athlete. Once they
Mhm.
put the Bobby Orr edition out, there's a double cover athlete. for this year as well.
McDavid, Subban, Matthews, Ovechkin again, Matthews again, Zegras and Sarah Nurse, Kale Makar. I had stopped watching hockey.
UMass
Sorry,
Amherst
guys.
legend.
Waba does way worse. Don't worry about it.
Scott Stevens, Chris Pronger, Lindstrom for NHL hits, and NHL rivals from Microsoft with Steve Yzerman.
Steve Yzerman.
This list is crazy. Like
I love that. That was
that was so good.
That was great.
especially
Love
because
it,
I
guys.
won it.
Let me just get those points and recap those one more time. So Court, you got, I'll just make sure, I think 16 points. Yep, that's 16.
Guess what number I wore in hockey?
Was it 16?
48.
It was 16.
Waba, you got 7, and Pez, you have 8.
Woo.
Going now into the second round. This one is called Metacritic High-Low. This is brand new for video game trivia. You guys are the first to try this one out. In Metacritic High-Low, the way this one works is each player will be given a sequence of 5 games. I'm going to reveal the first game's Metacritic score, and each player will need to tell me if the next game, whoever I select to do that sequence of games, will need to tell me if the next game in the sequence is higher for a Metacritic score or lower for a Metacritic score. So, for example,
Wow,
I
I
might
love
show
this
you a
game.
game that's 80, and you're going to tell me the next game in the sequence if it's higher or lower based on what you remember or if you've played that game. Each one you get right, you get 1 point. However, your points are always at risk. If you get it wrong, you leave the round with 0 points. So you need to tell me when you are ready to stop. If you go all the way through, you get 4 points. If you stop at some point during the sequence, you'll take your points home. You may walk away with 0. There are no ties. There are no tricks, I promise. It is either higher or lower. So what we'll do here is Waba, actually Court, because you were 16 points, we're going to let you go first.
Started. Okay.
That's all right.
All right.
I wanted to.
So your first game, I'm gonna give you the Metacritic score for this one. It's NHL 20. Do you just want to like guess the Metacritic score just for fun, just for funsies?
Like a 75.
83.
Metacritic score is 77. That's pretty good. And again, these are the specific console versions. So in this case, the PS4 version of NHL 20 is a 77. So the next game that I want you to guess, is it higher or lower than 77, is Assassin's Creed 3. Is it
Higher.
better or worse than NHL 20? Is that your final
Higher.
answer?
Yes.
Assassin's Creed 3 has a Metacritic score of 84. So you have 1 point. All right.
Good.
Your next game in sequence is Diablo 3 for the Xbox 360. Is it higher or lower? If you're not confident, you can stop now for 1 point.
I'm
And
stopping.
talk it out. How do you feel?
I'm stopping. Nope. I've
gonna
got a lot
take
of
1
points,
point.
so yeah.
You're gonna take
I'm
1
fine with
point.
that.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Nope.
Dude, he's ahead. He can
I
take
love it.
he can play it safe.
Dude, if he's that's obviously nobody. Didn't you have phones?
I'm not
so what we'll
cheating.
do, you have stopped. You have 1 point, Court.
That's fine.
Just for funsies, do you think this was higher or lower than 84?
I'm gonna say it was lower.
The correct answer here is it was
Wow!
higher than 87.
Okay, fine, whatever.
So he made the right call. So let's just keep going for funsies. If Diablo 3 was, 87, our next game in the sequence was Sims 2 for PC. How would you have guessed
Lower.
on that one?
I'm gonna say
Lower.
higher.
Higher, Bob.
It's higher at 90,
Oh my god.
People love The Sims.
and it
2.
reviewed very well.
The
And then
streets.
the last game in your sequence would have been Halo 3.
Oh, that's
Higher
lower.
or lower?
Lower.
This, my friends, is a 94.
Oh,
How is that even possible?
wow.
This was a
Game's
very
not
well
even
reviewed
good.
Review bombs.
So Court, you walk away with 1 point, and I'm glad you did because you got
I got 'em
every
all
one
wrong.
after that wrong. So well done. Congrats.
Good job.
Pez, you're up next.
All right.
Here's your sequence. We're going to start with another NHL game. This is NHL 21. I'm going to give you the Metacritic score of this one. Metacritic score, NHL 21 on PS4 is 72.
Okay.
The next game, Pez, in your sequence is Mario Hoops 3-on-3 for the Nintendo DS. Do you know this one?
Okay.
I didn't know this was a game.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want some fun facts about this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Developed by Square Enix, featuring characters from Final Fantasy.
What?
Is this better or worse than NHL 21?
You know what? We are gonna risk it for the biscuit and say that it is higher than NHL.
You have
21.
0 points, but yes, risk it for the biscuit.
Yep.
You said higher.
Higher.
All right. Your answer here is
Oh.
69.
Nice.
Oh my.
I've never even
Dude,
heard of that,
That game is the
before.
worst thing that happened to Nintendo since Pal World.
Oh god.
Oh,
Let's for fun just
Oh,
go through
that's
your
funny.
sequence. Your next one would have been Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood.
That's higher.
that's higher. Yeah.
That's a 77.
All of Juarez is good. Come on now.
Your next game would have been Red Dead Revolver.
I would say
better
that
or
is
worse?
Lower. Higher.
You're saying higher?
Yeah.
All right. That one's lower.
Oh,
That's
game
a
wasn't that good.
74. And then your last game would have been Prince of Persia: Warrior
Ooh.
Within.
Lower.
Higher.
Why do you say higher, Court?
Because it's Prince of Persia. It's better than Red Dead. I played both games.
I think it's lower because Prince of Persia had some bad games in that era.
This is not one of the bad ones. It's
Woo.
an 83. All right.
I
so
played them.
Pez,
I played all these
That was-
games here except the
That
crazy
was a
whatever
tough
that was.
sequence. Woo.
I love that. That was so
Yeah.
funny.
Tough sequence. Waba, maybe your sequence will be a little bit easier.
I doubt it.
Uh,
After that,
I'm going to give you NHL 22 for PS5.
Okay.
This one is a 71. The next game in your sequence is Need for Speed
Oh.
Hot Pursuit for the
Higher.
360.
higher, Bob.
Have you played it?
I have.
Did you love it?
It was better than 71.
Absolutely better than
Yep.
71 at an 83.
There we go.
Ooh,
1
that's
point.
harder when you put a game like that there.
Good EA title
Mhm.
too. Hashtag
The
it.
next game in your sequence is Far Cry 6. Better or worse than Need for Speed Hot
Ooh.
Pursuit for the 360?
See, this one's tough because this is what one would call a contemporary game.
Mhm.
And while it might be good at the time, I think people thought Need for Speed Most Wanted was very good. I didn't hear anything. Like, it might still not be bad.
You
might be
you
like
know what,
80.
Pez? I love when he doesn't watch my reviews. Like that's the best part.
Okay, what did you rate it on Metacritic?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Great.
So you can stop now if you'd like and take away 1 point.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Love
I
it.
gotta go. I think people liked it. I'm gonna go higher, but I don't think it's by much.
So Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, an 83 on Metacritic. Far Cry 6 for the Xbox series of consoles, a 79. So
Oh.
that's
You know what's the worst
score.
part, Jacob? It was a good game.
It was a good game.
That's
I played it.
crazy.
And 79 is not a bad score. Let's be
no.
honest. It's a good
No,
game.
it's still green.
But there was some controversy around it at launch, so I knew the scores wouldn't be high because everybody at the time, that's when Ubisoft was going through everything with the bad stuff, and so this game just came out at a bad time. I think this game would have got a better score if it wasn't for their front office being terrible people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest
the
here.
next game in your sequence was
No
Rayman Raving
way.
Rabbids for the Wii.
No
think-
way.
I
You know
think
what?
it's
I think
higher.
this is some trickery. It's got to be higher.
And
plus, it was a Wii title. Wii titles, Nanas loved it. What?
Yeah, it's a 76. So for the
Nanas
Wabba,
Wii,
loved
you-
it. Nanas.
Nanas loved it.
Yeah.
I
Nanas
love
loved it.
how I won this round with a 1.
With a
Dude,
1.
Yep.
Rabbits are the minions of Nintendo.
The last game in your sequence, Far Cry 6 79, Rayman Raving Rabbids 76, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2
Oh.
for PS2.
That is absolutely higher. That is a bop. That was many summers playing that.
That is absolutely
Absolutely.
a bop. That's a 98. Sorry, that's an 89. I can't
Yeah.
say words today.
It should be a
Um,
98.
It should be. It's a 98 in our hearts.
That's right.
So on this round, Court, you walk away with 1 additional point, and both Pez and Waba, no points this round. But don't worry, we have 1 more round before we get to the final round here. This one's the bargain bin. It's a video game trivia classic.
Dude, I love this.
This
what
is so
you
good.
do in this round is I'm going to give you 5 prices for video games with the help of, or I pulled the prices for 5 video games from pricecharting.com. What pricecharting.com does is aggregates eBay sales. So essentially
Yep.
what I want you to tell me is, what's the price today of a classic video game that I will show you? Whoever's closest to the score will win. If there's a tie, whoever's below wins the points. 2 points per correct answer. You'll use your whiteboard, paper, pen to write down answers. So basically everyone will show up at the same time.
This is great. I should be good at this
Waba's
because
gonna
I
clean
buy
up.
and sell.
Yeah,
Like
Waba
next to me
literally
is a
Storage
bookshelf
Wars. He's
full of
Storage
games
Wars.
I'm selling.
I love it.
I
love
just
it.
started getting into retro games, and also, do you know the Retro Game Fest in Toronto is all while we're at PAX East? Come on now.
Oh, come on, really?
Yes.
Dang. US dollar prices, Court, so sorry in advance.
Yeah, that's fine.
Our first game is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 for PS2. And a distinction,
Oh, it
this is
includes.
the greatest hits version.
So there's a difference in my head. I'm not going to say it out loud, like what I want to sell it for,
Mhm.
or what it actually sells for. Interesting.
Our greatest hits version's worth more or less?
I know the answer to that, but
I was like, I'm not
telling.
telling.
I know.
I know the answer to that too. You want the black box. You don't want the red one.
Yeah,
Let's
you
be
want
honest
black
here,
label.
people. I'll give you a hint there, Pez.
And this is for disc, manual, and box.
I've been buying CIBs. I even know the term now. Like I want CIBs
Oh,
only.
damn. So then you're going to know this.
I have a guess because I just bought a bunch of games and I go to there's a place in Newmarket I would go into. I'm guessing because it's not going to be that much.
Oh, I
That's all
need
I'm
to
gonna
All right.
make it
Is
larger.
everyone ready with their prices?
Yes.
All right. On 3, let's show them. All right. Show your prices when you can. Up to the camera. All right. Court, what's yours?
$19.99.
$19.99. Pez,
35.
$35.
$37.99.
$37.99.
I would charge
40
40 for that all day.
The correct answer here in US dollars is $9.
What?
62
Yeah, dude, it's a
cents.
red box. So
Wow.
I'm still in Canada. That's $19.99 all day long.
Yep.
But I know it's supposed to be USD, so I gotta figure that out in my brain.
That's why I
Court,
rip
that's
people
2
off.
points for you.
Thank you.
Our next one is Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising on Game Boy Advance.
Ooh,
Complete cartridge manual box.
that's a good one.
You know, some people are like, play Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. And I'm like, nah.
It's not the
I
same.
want the GBA game.
I feel like you've done this on TikTok.
I might have.
This game here, I know too much about it already.
There was an era where I tried to do video game trivia on TikTok, but the TikTok just didn't like it. The algorithm gods didn't kiss my video.
They love it when you do video game history, though.
Yeah. The
They do.
weirdest videos on TikTok that
On like
just
the
take off.
weirdest, here's this crazy collector's edition, and people are like 1 million views.
Yeah, here's this Barbie game, 100,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
I'm locked in.
Pez, you locked in?
Locked in.
All right. Let's see those answers, starting with Court.
45.
45. Pez.
60.
Oh
60.
no!
Waba.
$59.99.
Oh, I just prices righted them.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. The correct answer here is $64.74. So, Pez,
Yes.
those are your points.
That's
Nice,
so
Pez.
frustrating. That I need to
was
use
watching-
round numbers.
This game was on Retro Rick. I don't know if you like retro video games and people selling stuff. Retro Rick is the best on YouTube. I want to go to his place in Arkansas. I just want to go. This game is worthless.
We are
No,
talking
it's
now
CNB.
about Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey 98 for N64 cartridge manual box. How'd that price be?
How'd that price be?
How'd
That price
be?
That price do be like that.
Not good, Bob.
On the box, it says the Great Ones 3D legacy continues.
This
That
game-
goalie's a wall.
This game is absolute trash.
No, this was my first hockey game on the
It's
N64.
so bad, though.
My parents didn't even watch hockey and they got it for me.
You could be mean and put up like Smash Bros. That would be
See,
$300.
dude, these people selling these games are getting ripped off. They need to start throwing some higher. numbers out there.
There's a flea market at the 401 and the Dixie. You know the one I'm talking about up in Barrie.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
checked that out. I got some
Yep.
NHL games there for nothing.
I'm locked in, baby.
Locked in.
Everybody locked in?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let's hear those answers starting with Waba.
Oh, this is $28 if it's CIB.
You said 28?
Yep.
Pez,
30.
30.
You are
Court,
such an
35.
35. All right. Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey 98 for N64 goes for $39.97. Court, that's 2 more points for you.
Court almost bought it. the
You
other
want to know what
day.
that game is
Like
loose?
literally almost bought it. It was $45 Canadian. So I was trying to.
Wow.
That's why I did 35. It was 45
Well
Canadian
done.
at Microplay.
Got 2 more here. The second to last, the penultimate, Mech Assault for the Xbox.
Oh, this is a rare game. Look at you. Well done. So there are games that are garbage that are rare to hard to find, and this is one of them.
Do you know a fun fact about this one? This is one
No.
of the launch titles for the original Xbox Live service back in the day.
Oh,
This and Unreal Championship were the 2 launch titles for the original Xbox Live. Disc manual box Mech Assault for the Xbox.
never
Still
played
better than
this.
Starfield. Yeah.
That's what they say.
That's the rumor. All right, I'm locked in. I took a wild guess.
All right, I'm in.
All right. Everyone locked in?
Yep.
Here we go. Court, what's your answer?
$55.
55? Pez.
86.
You are such a jerk, dude.
Waba.
I can't. I did 85. What is happening? This is so bungus.
Well, look, none of that really matters because this game is actually not worth a lot of money.
Really?
$7.78.
Dude, you hyped it up, Court. You're like, oh, it's a launch title. It's super rare. What's this? Mind games?
But I got it.
Yes, but you got it because we dunces said $100. You're the only one that put it 2 digits.
Sorry.
You're like, oh man, this game. I haven't seen it forever. I haven't seen this.
Hey, guess
I'm
what?
pretty sure Jesus played this
Hey,
right
Waba,
out of the
Waba,
back then.
Bubba, who's winning right now?
Right out of the manger.
Yeah, this was his first game. I wasn't there for that.
You know what?
Hey, look.
I'm just excited. I'm very close to Waba's answers.
I'm so well, that's a good no, Pez is good at it because you know what my prices are? My prices are what I charge.
This
Honestly,
next one
Yeah.
is expensive, I will tell
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I want you to tell me
Oh,
the price of a complete set of Steel Battalion controller disc manual box.
I don't even know what this is.
this is a mech. Oh my gosh, that's
So
actually
Steel Battalion is like a game where you control a mech with a literal like controller that has 3 modules to it, 2 joysticks, 3 pedals, bunch of buttons, and the thing
This
is
sounds
like
terrible.
no, it's
can f-
sick, dude.
you can flip a switch and
I can't watch the
hit an
Bruins
eject
anymore. This is
button.
embarrassing.
They have it at PAX if you want to try it.
No,
Right.
wait in the
a
room.
whole room. They have a Steel Battalion room.
Okay, that's
Oh,
sick.
up
I
in the-
They
mean,
have,
up in the
8 of them
retro
networked
areas?
together.
you
Yeah.
can't get your
try it
hands on this like normally. This is sick.
No, you cannot. Everyone ready with prices?
Yep.
Yes.
Locked in.
All right. Let's go Pez first.
$9.50.
$9.50.
Oh, my God.
Let's go to Court.
$4.50.
$4.50. Waba.
$3.50.
$3.50.
I have no
All
idea.
right, boys. The
Clearly.
price on this one: Steel Battalion controller disc manual box, $393
Come on.
18 cents. That means Waba. That's 2 points for you.
That's so
Finally.
close. So close there.
All right.
Whew.
We're gonna check the score here, and then enter our final round. Our scores for this evening. Let me just add up Courts because there's so many of
You don't
them.
need to check.
So
the scores.
many.
Can't we
So
just
many.
let's just
It's
wing
like
it?
48.
So many points.
You don't need to
In-
check it.
Third place with 9 big points is Waba.
Yes. I love every minute of that.
In second place
Like
with
11?
10 points is Pez.
Pez, hold on.
Boo!
Pez has been beating you by one on the one. He's been one upping you on prices, right? He's one upping you on the
And
score.
the score
So
too.
impressed.
Yep.
And in first place
30.
with 23 big points.
Killing it.
Michael Jordan,
Court
baby.
Lalonde.
It's because
Michael
Court's the
Jordan.
GOAT.
We need a recount.
We're gonna go down to the bonus
Hanging
round.
chads
This is the
everywhere.
final round of competition. One question. Bet as much as you want. So what I'd love for you to do is take your little sheet of paper, divide it in half. Bottom half will be your wager. Top half will be the answer to your question. This is Final Jeopardy, but we don't call it that because trademarks.
Yup.
But what I'll do is tell you the subject of the question. You'll write down your wager. I will read the question twice. You'll have a minute to answer. If you answer correctly, you win that many points. If you answer incorrectly, you lose that many points. So I'm going to give you the category for the final round here. The category for the bonus round is sports games on Nintendo consoles.
Oh, Pez, it's not fair. He's gonna kill this.
Not necessarily.
And again, the points that you can wager. Waba, you have 9. Pez, you have 10. Court, you have 23.
Oh, court wagers is 0.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, honestly, because I win no matter what. Let's go.
All right. Locked in.
Everyone's locked in?
Yep.
All right, here we go. I will read the question twice. You'll have 1 minute to answer. Good luck, gentlemen. Mario Sports Mix for the Wii was the first sports game to feature multiple sports. There are 4 games within that compilation. Throughout this trivia game, we have featured 2 of them: hockey and basketball. Name one of the other 2. Let me reread that because reading today is hard. Mario Sports Mix for the Wii was the first sports game to feature multiple sports. There are 4 games within that compilation. Throughout this trivia game, we have featured 2 of them: hockey and basketball. Name one of the other 2. Your minute starts now.
I already wrote it down.
Court's already locked in.
I think I know the other one too.
For funsies, write it on the back of your sheet, and then we'll see if you're right. Uh, 35 seconds. We'll read it one more time for the audio listener. Mario Sports Mix for the Wii was the first sports game to feature multiple sports. There are 4 games within that compilation. Throughout this trivia game, we have featured 2 of them: hockey and basketball. Name one of the other 2.
I'm in.
Locked in.
I was
Love
drawing
it.
a picture.
Y'all don't even need the other 15 seconds. So what we'll do first is we'll go to Waba. Tell us your wager and the answer that you chose.
I said all in, baby. And
Yep.
my answer was tennis. And I drew a picture of Mario.
I love it. I love it. No bonus points, but good picture. Wager and answer.
Who, me?
Pez, sorry.
Oh, sorry. 10. So I'm going all in, and I said golf.
Oh.
You said
Backwards.
golf. Court, wager and answer.
0,
Boo.
Uh-huh.
and I said golf.
You said
Oh.
golf. What is your other answer, just out of curiosity?
Ping pong.
Ping pong. Okay.
My other one was soccer.
All
But
right.
soccer was already on a cover of something. He said it wasn't on a cover.
All right. So the 2 answers here. Hockey and basketball already covered. The other 2 games in Mario Sports Mix for the Wii are dodgeball and volleyball.
What? That's
Wow.
wild.
Wow.
That is
okay.
odd.
Can we
Wow.
appreciate how the puck is a coin?
Mm-hmm.
I like
I
that.
can appreciate how they put volleyball because Super Spike Vivo is one of my favorite games of all time, and they've never made a good volleyball. And now I want to play this because there's volleyball in this.
Is that a
Um,
Dragon Quest slime
Yeah.
in this?
So
Yes.
another fun fact, this is, I guess, technically a continuation of Mario Hoops 3 versus 3, because it's also made by Square Enix.
This is so weird.
Mario Hoops, man. It's gonna haunt me forever.
Yo, look at those
So-
Wheeze in the background. Their faces are haunting.
Our
They're
final
called
scores
Miis,
for
though.
this evening. Tied for second place,
Moved up, moved up.
0 points.
Let's go.
Both Waba and
Let's go.
Pez.
Dude, I moved up from third to second, baby.
Yeah, stayed in the same
And in
spot.
first place with 23 big smackers. Court Lalonde, welcome to the winner's circle. Congratulations, sir.
Wipe the floor with us.
Victory speech?
I would like a old fashioned. I'm already calling out my drink. I would like an old fashioned, made with bourbon. It would be nice. I'd appreciate it. No cherry. I'm sweet enough.
There it is. That's video game trivia for this evening, gents. Thanks for having me to do my thing.
That was way
That
too
was
much
great.
fun.
That was the highest level of production. That was awesome.
The amount of
PowerPoint.
research you have to do this, like I, as someone who watches your TikTok, I'm sure you can pull a lot of it from there. But like the hockey one, you had to do that.
Yes. Yes. And surprisingly hard to find 2K athletes in one convenient list. So
I
whoever's listening who's doing
I could have
SEO,
just pulled the covers.
Because EA purged the internet
So
from
that was the
anything
worst
that
part.
wasn't
Pez
theirs.
was right. All I could see was the years. I couldn't see who these covers are, so I could just look back and I'm just like,
Illusion. I want to recount.
well, I can't see the covers. I could just see there's numbers.
You can see a little fleck of their hair on the side.
No, you
it
can't.
orange, yeah.
No cover athletes are actually on the bind. So they actually started. So in 2001, the font was blue, and then from then on in, up until NHL 05, it was black, and then they went NHL would be in black, and then the number was in red from then on, from 06 on. That's all I can tell you about the boxes because I can't see the front. And then
That's a-
2K, the original 2K was actually ESPN NHL 2K, and then they were only called 2Ks.
you just know your
Yeah.
thing. But I think you would have won even without the cover thing because you got a lot of points, Court. Sorry to keep gassing you up like that.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Gas
don't
him
do
up.
that.
He deserves
Don't
it.
do
Gas
that.
him up.
No, don't
That
do
old
that.
fashioned
I'm
gonna be
so
delicious.
my wife doesn't like playing Jeopardy with me and stuff like that. She gets really annoyed. But I was even thinking when we go for PAX East, there's got to be a bar that does like trivia somewhere. Because I have useless facts just coming out every orifice of my body.
That sounds painful.
Yeah,
It is.
definitely
There's a
does.
bar. There's a bar in downtown Toronto that I love. It's called Say What, and it's a pool bar, and they have Trivial Pursuit questions at each table, and you can just sit there and ask Trivial Pursuit while you're playing pool. My dad's
So
a question. My dad is an answer in Trivial Pursuit.
Is
Oh,
he?
wow.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Do
Bobby
you
L.
have the card that he's the answer on?
I do.
You should.
Is it
Yeah,
framed?
It is downstairs.
that was my other
Nice.
question. That's such a
So
sick
Trivial
Amazing.
Pursuit, fun fact, is made by Canadians.
Yes, you're right.
Hmm.
It's made by me and Court.
Good job, guys.
Then
Yeah,
why is it
well.
Le Trivial Pursuit QC?
Because
That's
I'm.
That's how you know it's
Stop.
from Quebec. It says QC at the end.
I think they're from Ontario,
QC in the username.
or are they from Vancouver? I have
Not
no
sure.
clue. Oh,
That was
there's
a-
my fun
I
fact.
believe
about
it's the
Trivial.
Yukon.
No.
No, that's where the bad toe is that you put in the cocktail.
Pez, what time are we running at?
9:06.
Yeah, we can wrap up.
Excellent. Well, that was awesome, Jacob.
Yes,
Thank you
seriously,
so
I had
much.
way too much fun. I had
That was
way too
so
much
much
doing
fun.
that.
Thank
My
you.
heart's like racing.
Yeah.
Unless
I
we
know-
want to talk Indiana Jones, it's the only thing I care about from the whole. Neither do I. We could do it next
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
So,
Troy
if-
Baker.
yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Jacob, if folks want to see more of what you do and things like this and at future events, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me basically everywhere at Jacob McCourt, JACOBMCCOURT. I'm on TikTok. I do video game history content. I have a bunch of podcasts, the Left Behind Game Club, crossplay conversations, cutscenes. But again, if you enjoyed this video game trivia, fingers crossed, will make its return to PAX East. So
I hope so, because we'll be there. We'll be
Yeah.
obnoxious, but we'll be there.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. I'll stick a microphone in your face. That's the best part of doing it. So
Oh,
I'll
beautiful.
get it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But thanks for having me,
Oh,
guys. I appreciate
don't be scared then, because Pez is a giant
I'm
ogre.
a giant man.
Me too. I'm
Like,
it.
tall.
Find giant men.
Hmm?
Pez
'Cause
is
I'm a
giant.
small man.
Same.
Okay,
No,
good.
I couldn't relate.
So I'm 5'8".
Okay, same.
Pez, what? You're like 6'2"?
6'2".
So I went to Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and I've never visually seen Pez, and he's like, "Oh he was supposed to meet me at the game," and he's like, "Oh, my brother's there."
Yep.
And his brother, I hear this man screaming from the beer garden section, yelling my name,
Yep.
and then runs up and lifts me off my feet
Yep.
into the air and hugs me and swings me around like I am a Disney princess.
Yep. Yep.
I
Those are
felt
the
so
Pezzy
tough with you and
boys.
your brother.
Those are the Pezzy boys. It's just like walking among trees.
Court, we got 6'4" energy. Just
Yeah.
off the-
That's it.
Ah,
That's
there
it.
you go.
I also lie about my height often. So
Yeah,
Get
so
ready.
yeah, actually, that is also
Waba's a
true.
good 7'6".
Waba was like, Waba made a joke that he was taller than Pez, and we're sitting here, and Pez is just going.
No.
I couldn't really hide that once I saw not just him but his brother.
Who's
And
larger
the
than I
nice
am.
thing was, I'm like, "Hey, in what direction are we going after?" And they could just look over everybody and just tell me.
I am
Gosh,
so
be
excited to
cool.
go to Boston and just tear it up.
We're gonna have a
Tear
great
that-
time. It's gonna
Tear
be great.
that town up.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be.
They're
great.
not ready for 3 dads.
They're not. No one ever is.
Well, it's because we have 3 dads has Bruins energy and video game energy. We're bringing both energies. It's just like a synergy. It's like, hey, the whole reason this podcast is even a podcast because Pez and I would talk hockey and then we'd end up talking video games more than anything else. We're just like, well, why are we like, we could do a Bruins podcast, but why?
And I reached out to Court's Bruins Twitter at the time while I was at PAX because I was in line and I saw a Bruins account say like, "Hey, like if anyone wants to collaborate," I'm like, "Hey, I do NHL stuff," and he was manning that account, so that's how I
Aw.
met him.
Yeah,
Is
and
that
it
how
was
you
interesting
guys-
because Pez and I were huge Division 2 players, and we got Waba to go to the PAX East booth and get us all the Division 2 scoops.
Yep.
Oh, the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, they're lucky them, right?
Dude, it's been a long time. Yeah, Jesus.
Unreal.
Seriously.
Folks, if you had fun again, we'll be at the PAX panel if it's once it's approved, not if once. And yeah, if you want to come hang out with us, just let us know. Any of the 4 of us are all going to be there. If you want to see this live, if you were listening on the audio, please check out youtube.com/console. I think this would be like a fun edit too.
Oh,
so maybe
dude,
we can do
this
that.
this is going to be, you got it. This has got to be on the Tiki Talkies. That's what the kids are calling it, right?
Adding
Yes,
some music
exactly.
and cuts.
Yep. Yep.
So-
Especially when I go
This
and
a-
touch the pipe. That's the best part of the whole.
That's the
thing.
best one. That's it.
Just have
Nailed
like a
it.
fire, like a green screen fire.
Yeah.
But make sure to check
I
that
still
out. That was
laughed at
fun.
the first question was 37 answers, and he didn't even realize. Like, he has the Bergeron behind him. I have a Bergeron behind me. Waba's got a Bergeron. If Waba, can you turn off your green screen so Jacob feels better about himself?
Nope. Nope. This is my lab. And I have a treadmill. I have a boxing thing, a boxing
Yo,
bag.
I thought, remember when he
and I've
was
got an
about
arcade
remember
machine.
when he told us he was moving Pez and it was just boxes?
Dude, it was clean. Behind him was clean, and then around him was like a halo of trash.
Oh.
I have like the cone, like the visibility
Every time you
cone
say
in like
that,
a
he is
stealth
literally
game.
the trash from the
It's
Toy
the-
Story 4.
It's
I'm
it's like
trash.
the Madden 08 vision cone, but with garbage.
Hey, that's what we do. You know, I replaced all my video game stuff with commerce. So the fact that I couldn't get those prices right or that Pez screwed me, never forgotten.
Got you, baby.
But I hope you folks had fun. This was awesome.
This
And
is
yeah,
great.
make sure to leave us a review if you had fun as well. And we will see you next week. Take care,
Yep.
everyone.